Hey guys, I want to welcome you to this vlog, and just to let you know what's been going on over the past couple days, mostly this weekend. On Saturday, of course, we celebrated my um, great niece's first birthday. Her birthday was actually Sunday by the time you watch this, 2 days ago. Um, but yeah, we celebrated the first birthday with family, basically. We got to meet my niece's fiance's side of the family. I mean, we've met some of them. His dad, his stepmom, and his mom, his regular, and his real mom. But we also got to meet other members of the family, like his sister, his brother-in-law, his grandmother, his great-grandmother, I think, and cousins, cousin-in-laws, and other kids that were part of there, and also other kids that were like young, about kindergarten, preschool. And then we also got to reunite with some family we haven't seen in over a year because of COVID. I mean, some of them we had met. Some of them we had met or reunited with previously. Like about a month ago, me and my mom went to Tracy to pay her AAA, and we decided while we were in town to see if maybe my aunt and her husband, my aunt and uncle, were home, and they were. Fortunately, they were about a day or two before they went on vacation with their family to the beach, a little up north here in California, or at least, well, not up north, but kind of like in the Whitmer area or something like that. So we met with them already, and my older sister met with my cousin, who's 4 years younger with me, 4 years younger than me, about around the same time, to pick up some stuff for her granddaughter, my great niece, and that was about it. That was the only interaction we had besides online. And then Saturday we reunited with other family members we hadn't seen in a while, my cousins and my second cousins and stuff. And it was a good time. Everybody was glad to see each other. I know my second oldest nephew and my second cousin, my cousin who's 4 years younger than me's son. They're about the same age. They were born days apart. They got to see each other. They're about the same size now, and they actually have the common interest of liking cars and stuff. In fact, when my second oldest nephew said he was gonna get my older sister's Thunderbird, a classic one, when he gets his license officially. My cousin's son, my second cousin, was like, "Oh wow, like you want to trade and everything," because he's got a regular like Saturn and all that. So yeah, they got along good. We were glad to see each other. My uncle and my aunt, like I said, who we saw a month prior, they like to give away things to families that might be more useful. Kind of clean out their areas and kind of make some more room in the house. And they gave us some things. They gave my second oldest sister, who's on the phone right now, my mom. So if you hear anything in the background, I do apologize because they kind of get loud. My mom likes to kind of get on the speakerphone portion here instead of put it up to her ears, and then my sister likes to have a few drinks, a little bit of beer and all that when she's talking. Anyway, though, she got some Christmas items she's been wanting, and then my niece's fiance got a Jeepers Creepers thing. It was basically like one of those things you lay back on when you are working on the bottom of the cars and all that. Those little wheelers or wheel backboards, if you will. So she basically so not she but he basically, like I said, I do apologize for the distraction a little bit. He basically got that from them, and there was other items they gave as well, um, passed around a little bit. They don't have no need for. They used to belong to my grandparents, who are now watching from above. Um, so basically, that they like to kind of do that stuff. My grandma, my grandma Josephine. She used to do that a lot after my grandpa passed. Because she felt we could all utilize things. Like I have a 49ers helmet in the closet right now that used to be my grandfather's. It used to belong to my grandfather. It's one of those kid ones he bought for collector items. I also have his old 49ers jacket. So yeah, we got a lot of things from them, and kind of keep the legacy going on, if you will. Um, but like I said, throughout the week, throughout Saturday, we got to, like I said, spend time with each other. Like I said, celebrate my great niece's first birthday. She got a lot of gifts, toys, clothes. I got a little music pad that's kind of like an iPad. My mom got like a little drum set. Which is a hand clapping drum set, if you will, that we got off Amazon. And then I had what is known as the Twinkle Light Stars, something like that, Twinkle Light Stars MLP G4, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic version of Fluttershy. And as I've mentioned before, I think here on this channel, originally I was supposed to get something else, which I eventually did, which was the Fourth Dimension plush of Fluttershy. And instead, they sent me, and this was the first attempt I tried to get it. Instead of sending me that, they sent me the Twinkle Starlight Fluttershy, if you will. And basically, it's that kind of plush that has lights on the wings or part of the character lights up, and you see the lights on the ceiling in the dark. So I gave her that, and they were all impressed by that. They're like, "Oh, she'll like that," so and everything. But yeah, overall, we had a great time together. They got to see how my older sister's taking care of our grandpa's truck, and see some of the improvements. Some of the add-ons and stuff, the refurbishing, refurnishing, if you will. That they're giving it, keeping it, still as it is, but adding like a few things here and there to make it better, including including a Bluetooth speaker. They're keeping the original radio in there, but now they have the option of the Bluetooth radio as well. And also, they wanted to hear the horn because my grandpa used to have this horn on this thing that he would just press it and it goes, ooh, something like that. So, yeah, and it brought back a lot of memories. My cousin, who's a year and a half older than me, she gets emotional about it. So does my cousin, like I said, who's 4 years younger than me, gets emotional about it. Because it brings back a lot of memories of us being younger and as kids. Um, Even my aunt, showed off some photos she took, and she's kept on her phone, some old ones. I think she somehow loaded them up to that. And there's pictures of all of us back at Lake Comanche as kids, and there's even a picture of me on one of those towels or wooden leg towels while I would sleep a little bit as a kid. So we had a lot of good memories. When she showed us a lot of good pictures, I should say that showed a lot that gave us a lot of good memories. That's what I'm trying to say. But besides that, had a good time. The future sister-in-law of my niece, like I said, who we also met, was the reason we were able to have the place. When I first looked it up on Google, I was like, really? This is where we're going to have the party? Because the place was called Valley Builders Exchange, VBE, on Kansas Avenue in Modesto. So, I looked at the address, saw what it was, and I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking, really, we're gonna have the place, we're gonna have the party here. And then I looked at the photos, the additional photos I think that were supplied by those at the VBE, and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense, this will work. And again, and in the end, it did. It did work out. It had plenty of space in there. The only negative thing was they took the car seat. One of the relatives on my niece's fiance's side took the baby's car seat, my great niece's car seat, put it on the table. I tried to adjust it or something, and he accidentally broke the glass because what it was like a table like this, if you will. Well, this is like wood, if you will. But on top of it, it had glass screwed on it, so there was accidental crack. But my niece said she'd gotten insurance just in case to cover something like that happening. So yeah, overall, it wasn't too bad. In the end, just it was a really good time had by all. And now we await to do my niece's birthday, which is today. By the time you watch this, she's a year away from 30. Makes me feel old. Kind of tells you how old I was when she was born. so, so if you know what I mean. I mean, she's gonna be 29 today, but officially today. But she's gonna be uh, 30 in 2022. So a month away from her wedding. If things go right and everything, nothing changes, and things could change. We never know, especially with the news we all got this weekend, thanks to our president. If you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna say more than that. But besides that, it was a good time. Like I said, had by all, and you know, it was just fun. I mean, my great niece, she loves. She was really happy, very excited. She really got into smashing the smash cake, which they made for her, because it was basically the party was Minnie Mouse, mostly Minnie Mouse themed, a little Mickey Mouse, but mostly Minnie Mouse themed. And she loved when she got her cake, which was a smash cake. She literally got that all over herself. Even after she tasted it, she got all over herself in her hair, her arms, and everything. They had to kind of clean her up there in one of the bathrooms, as well as use some wipes and kind of clean her up as best they could till they got her home. And it kind of got on my sister a little bit, my older sister, the grandmother of my great niece, and a few others, but not as bad. And it comes out over time. But yeah, it was, my niece, really made a mess of things. My great niece, I should say, really made a mess of that cake. um, but overall, besides that, like I said, it was a fun time. Great to see everybody again, and we pretty much, at least on my side of the family, have made kind of a plan to try to get back together. Maybe a trip to Comanche, to reminisce about old times and stuff in the future. But besides that, not really much going on. I mean, yesterday or Sunday, I should say, we rested most of the day, and then of course today or yesterday, by the time you watch this, we rested a little bit more. Took care of a few things. I mean, Sunday, I had to help my mom certify, to keep, certify for benefits, because you got to do that every other week. So I helped her with that, and then I also printed out some information that she got her and her fellow teachers got emailed for what they need to be ready for to bring or get supplies of in the upcoming year, because she goes back a week from yesterday, which is this Monday, which is 6 days away now. So anyway, like I said, besides that, a lot of us had fun and can't really complain. It was just great to see everybody again. And who knows, we might get that place again for future events. I mean, I know getting closer to the wedding, there's a bridal shower and there's a reception, so we'll see what happens there. um, and hopefully there's not much of a rush, as some people speculating happened towards the end. Because when your job, if you work at that kind of a job or that kind of a place, and they give you the keys as well as the responsibility of saying, hey, you're the one that is in charge of the place until you guys leave, or at least leave at a certain time. You know, of course you're gonna feel like you want to get things organized and taken care of, and pretty much set back into place before you leave. So some people were speculating that it might have been a little bit of a rush. I don't think there was. I didn't feel like there was a rush. I felt like everything was going good, was going fine. I think it's just mere speculation and all that. So but anyway, like I said, it was a good time. Again, I was kind of caught off by at first, the place we were having it at, until I saw the inside, courtesy of Google Maps, and I was like, oh, this will work. This will work out pretty well. So, yeah, overall, it was a good time had by all, and we'll see what the future holds. In the future, like I said, I've got my niece's little birthday to take care of today, from what we understand, and my older sisters, and we'll just go from there. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below. Comment if you like, as well as let me know what your thoughts on the live chat during the premiere of this video, of this vlog. Let me know if you guys have ever had to go through similar situations. If you've had relatives that have been able to, or future relatives that have been able to rent out, places at their jobs to have family gatherings and all that, or parties. Let me know what your thoughts. Let me know if that's ever happened to you. Again, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts on the live chat during the premiere. Like the video, and I am out.